Hi everyone, I'm just getting ready to head out for sunrise. The weather forecast for this morning is completely clear skies. So I'm looking at going to a location where I'm hoping to make use of some sort of nice direct side lighting on a feature. Will it work? I don't know, we'll have to see. Come along for the ride. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Good morning everyone, we are at Cala Charco, the cliff with the 16th century watchtower on it up there behind me. Actually, for the first time in a number of months, it's actually a little bit chilly this morning. Okay, I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt, but definitely signs that the summer is over and we're heading into autumn. Clear skies as predicted, little tiny bit of cloud out there on the horizon. What are we? We are about 30 minutes from sunrise, and what I'm noticing here is these pools that have been created. I don't know if it's somebody's made them up here. Well, they must have done, they're not naturally forming. But that's creating some still water which might reflect the cliff and the tower when we get some nice light on the scene. So it's going to be a case of working out if that's going to be the best composition. I was thinking of going maybe a little bit further that way and using rocks in the foreground. But I don't know, I'm thinking maybe a reflection might be the way to go. Time to have a little wander around, see what we can find. Plenty of time to get set up because I think this scene is going to work best once the sun sort of starts to clear the horizon and we get some nice side lighting. It's going to be sort of side, almost front lighting, so sort of diagonal lighting, I guess, on this cliff and on that tower. It's a popular place for people to come and park up in their camper vans down here. I'm not entirely sure they're supposed to. I don't know. They do anyway. Okay, I've got a shot set up here. Really struggling to get the tripod where I want it, and I'm not sure that I'm completely happy with the composition. Low down, there's a little cluster of rocks in the foreground over on kind of the right hand side of the frame, but I'm not able to isolate them quite as much as I wanted. Then we've got a pool of water. There's a reflection of the tower in there, the cliff and the tower, and then the cliff and the tower's up on the sort of the left hand side. So rocks on the bottom right, leading out to reflections, more rocks, cliff and the tower. Might look better when there's some light hitting the scene, because at the moment it's still pretty flat. Sun's coming up any minute. There's a glow which you probably can't see over there now. Yeah, won't be long, but it might take a few minutes before the light is actually hitting the scene. I'm not sure. It might work. Okay, the sun is definitely up now. I've got light hitting, turn you that way. I've got light hitting the cliff and the tower. I'm going to be focus stacking this, so I'm going to do the shot of the cliff and the tower now, and I'll do one on the foreground rocks anyway, and then I'm going to wait and see what happens with the light on the foreground rocks, see if we get a better glow on there. Okay, that's a nice shot of the cliff with the tower on the top. I'm going to be cropping this probably 5x7 or maybe even 8x10. Take out a lot of the sky, which isn't very interesting. Now it's just a case of waiting and seeing what happens with the light on the foreground, and then maybe combining a foreground focused image with some nice light on with that background image of the cliff and the tower. Okay, got a little bit of light hitting those foreground rocks now. I don't want them completely illuminated, I want it kind of patchy. So I've now focused in on the rocks, and I'm going to take that second shot for the foreground, hopefully merge those later in Photoshop. Hopefully it will look quite nice. I got that shot that I was looking for, so I decided to have a quick play with another version. This one's a much simpler version. I've got the camera very, very low down, almost the tripod's pretty much flat in the water. And all I've got is the horizon right away across the middle of the scene, with the cliff and the tower above. And I've lined it up so the tower is right in the middle of the scene. And then below the horizon, we've got the rocks and everything coming down, and then the reflection of the tower and everything in the pool. And I think that might look quite nice as well. It's much simpler. Doesn't involve focus stacking either, so it's easier. Okay, that's it. We're a good half an hour now after sunrise, and the light is starting to get quite harsh now. So it's time to pack up and head for home. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a like, share it on social media, leave me a comment down below, of course. And if you're new here, don't forget about hitting subscribe before you go. As always, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.